Guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So guys, update here on Super Micro Computer stock ticker SMCI. Yeah guys, we are here in the middle of a squeeze and I give you of course here the updated price levels based on the chart. This is of course not financial advice. I just give you here my opinion based on the technicals and try to explain you where are the resistance and support zones here for SMCI. Yeah, if you're new to this channel guys, welcome. The main purpose is to educate you in trading here. Usually I do that by showing here short squeeze stocks. Not only I show them, I try to predict short squeezes, and SMCI, as we already know, is a short squeeze play. Since my video prediction, I already mentioned that a couple of weeks ago that we have here a very nice short squeeze situation for SMCI, and that's why we had here already a 180% squeeze guys. And the question is, how high can we squeeze, and if we are still squeezing or not? I try to answer that here based on the chart. So guys, when you see something like this happened here, SMCI had here some accumulation zone here back between $21 and $35. So we can see that this ticker here started to squeeze a little bit. Then we had a very long accumulation range here from May 2023 to January 2024. The stock accumulated here, and then we had this massive gap ups here, which I honestly don't like. I don't like gap ups. I like gap downs, but not gap ups. Then we had our all-time high at $122. And then what happened here is that this ticker here started to create some kind of bear steps. I call them the bear steps. So what is happening literally is that we creating this kind of step here, coming down, a step, coming down, a stair step coming down. Now the difference is that we're building here something like a knife constellation, and that could be the beginning of a bullish reversal. Why we didn't see that before? Because here was just no support guys, and that range here, in my opinion here between $35 and then of course the all-time high, there is no real support. So that was for me very predictable. That's why I released here months ago already videos on SMCI where I said that is a very nice squeeze opportunity right now, and now we can see that we start to recover from here. So let's enable here the drawings that you understand what I'm talking about. So guys, and we have this trend channel pattern here. This is in favor here for the bears. So that means when you have these kind of breakout liquidity zones here where we definitely started to squeeze, that means sooner or later, especially when you leave open down gaps. I show you that here just very quick guys. These orange fields which you see here in the chart are open down gaps, and usually the chance that open down gaps get filled is about 90% guys. And one of the significant ones was here at $49. Then the next big one was here at $33, and I said already that I expect the price to come low, not lower than $16, because everything below $16 would be very bearish. We came here to $70.30 and started the reversal. This just for a quick recap here. I explained it already in my previous video. So what we want to see, my price goal is unchanged. I already mentioned that here, that this is the date range where I expect the squeeze. So it's not only that I try to predict short squeezes price wise, I already tried to predict them. I also try to predict them date wise, and the date range window here for this squeeze for SMCI is here between the 20th of November and the 13th or the 16th of December here. And you can see that here just 2 days before the squeeze started here, and we are squeezing exactly here in my predicted date range. So one of the very significant open gaps is now closed for SMCI. That was this open gap here at $46. You can see that here we had this massive gap down. This is what the market makers do. They created these kind of shakeouts. That's why you have to understand how chart techniques work and where are the liquidity zones. And as I said, I expected here a bounce between $23 and $16 and $17 and 13 or 25 cents was now the bottom here since the squeeze. Now the algos made their job because they closed all these open down gaps here, and one of the most significant one was this open up gap here, sorry, at also $46.73. So I will delete this now here from the chart. The price goals to the upside are not haven't been changed. We have still here this so-called golden pocket where I expect the price to go. So somewhere here between $52 and $57 or $58 is what I expect here for SMCI. And this, my friends, is just an algo squeeze. We don't talk here about a short squeeze. If we want to see here a short squeeze, sorry, then we have to squeeze out here out of this trend channel here and really start to build up here a straight candle to the upside or something like a bullish uptrend here to the upside. Then we can talk about a short squeeze, and we have of course much higher price goals since we have many open gaps here to the upside here. $51 is the next open gap, which SMCI could start to close, then $65, $86. This is what technically is at least possible here in favor for a squeeze. But of course, no FOMO, guys. Yeah, I don't want to create FOMO here. That's why I released my videos already a couple of weeks ago, because I never FOMO in. I always try to think like a market maker, and the market makers always get the lowest possible prices. So what they did just yesterday, you can see we had here -8%. Before I dive in here, guys, into this technical things here for SMCI, I said that we have already a lot of squeezes here in the market, and that I always try to predict short squeezes. So what I'm doing here, if you're interested to see that as well, I always release here my finest selection of short squeeze stocks every Sunday. Of course, I upload here a lot of content every week, but on Sunday I release here my so-called hot stocks, and these videos here contain tickers with high squeeze potential, which means when I release this video here on Sunday, I expect those tickers to squeeze in the very few next days. And I had 3 squeezes last week at the 5th of December. Every stock, I don't know why, but every stock squeezed at the 5th of December, and you can see that was my video release date here, the yellow line, and then here this is a 4 hours chart. Here 3 days later, this ticker squeezed 192% after my video prediction, of course. The next one here squeezed 150% after my video prediction, and on the same day I had a Patreon swing trade alert squeeze, also here in total of 185%. So it is very possible to predict short squeezes, but you have to understand how chart techniques work, how the algos work, and where are the potential exit and entry price levels. If you want to see those stocks, guys, you can of course you can of course join in here our Patreon membership, guys. The full package membership here on Patreon is the most popular membership which I have. You can see all the member benefits here. That doesn't matter if you're a beginner or advanced trader. Everybody is welcome. We're growing every day, and if you want to join in, you can click here the info icon in the corner. So guys, what is now going on with SMCI? So the market makers always leave us some hidden signals, but if we just focus here on this trend channel pattern, then we can see that we not only have here the bottom line and the top line, we also have here this middle line which could act like a resistance, and you can see that we got rejected here as well. The thing is that we had a gap down overnight here when we built here -8%. Here is one more open gap, so the market makers already give us here some hidden signals what could happen next, and I will draw that here for you in the chart. So guys, this is one open gap, so $44 is at least one of the next price goals for SMCI. Do I think the squeeze is over? No, guys, the squeeze is not over. Yes, we gapped up here several times, so when we for a second switch off the drawings and just focus on the indicators, you can see that sooner or later there is a potential that we come back down here to $33, $28, and even here back to $18.79 or $16.79. This is just what the chart is telling us here based on the gaps. But for now, in my opinion, the first squeeze attempt is not over yet. But as long as we don't break this trend channel top line here, where the highest price is waiting here for now at $63, guys, that's why I think, yes, this is an algo squeeze, but we are not yet having a big short squeeze for SMCI, because as long as this trend channel pattern is in control, that means the bearish algos are in control, and this is what they're doing here over and over again. They always pump the stock here. When the stock hits the bottom, they go to the top. When it hits the top, we see a sell-off, then a rebound, sell-off, rebounds, and so on, guys. So this is just an algo squeeze, but the good thing is that we are back in this liquidity zone here, and that could be that the bottom is very, very close, if SMCI is of course not diluting the stock, what I don't believe, because we have here a market capital of $23 billion. That makes just no sense to dilute the stock right now, especially not after a 10-to-1 stock split here. That makes absolute no sense. That's why I think the bottom could be very close. And don't forget, of course, we are now overbought here on the RSI. Yeah, we can see that we have here a little bit weakness on the RSI. This is also absolute normal that we come down here a little bit before we see the next squeeze attempt coming. We also squeezed here above the EMA line, so a EMA line retest is also absolute normal. In my opinion, as long as we stay here over $33, over this liquidity zone, that looks super bullish, And as I said, everything here for me personally, this is not financial advice, everything here between $23 and $16 is still a dip where I would buy in here for SMCI. Okay, my friends, that was my quick and dirty update. I hope that was helpful for you. If you want to copy here the price levels from my chart, this is everything based on TradingView, what you see here. This is the chart program, what I use for all my videos, guys. And if you also want to get TradingView, I can offer you here a $15 discount. When you click here the info icon in the corner, you get access to the discount link here, and I recommend the premium tier. This is the best TradingView tier what you can get, and what I highly recommend. I am not sponsored by TradingView. So guys, that was my update. I thank you so much for watching. If you don't want to miss any updates, then please hit the like and subscribe button right now. Thank you for your time, guys. All the best with SMCI and see you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu. Vielen Dank, alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.